Howdy. Well, this is an aside at first. Some folks that I associate with might find this of interest. It's a book I just picked up. It's called The 1862 Army Officer's Pocket Companion, and it tells all you need to know about marching your troops or cavalry, how long to go before you stop for rest, how to build a camp, how to ford a river or a creek, how to set up pontoon bridges, etc., and how to order troops in both marching and in war for various orders of battle. It's a fascinating book. I just picked this up recently. Thought I would show it off. It's a really tiny book, by the way. This is my hand, and the typeset in it is almost like microfilm. You know, it's get some glasses if you're going to read this. Anyway, but that's not really what I was going to talk about. In 1843, long before anyone in America had thought of it, a fellow by the name of Casimir Lefaucheux in France came up with a new system for running a revolver. First of all, he bored out the cylinder. This was long before the Roll and White patent, which was in 1855, as I recall. And in 1843, Casimir Lefaucheux came up with what he calls the Pinfire system. And the Pinfire is usually just a cylinder, you know, like a regular like a regular round. Only it's got instead of having this thing on the tip, it's flat, and it has a pin right here at the base, and the pin sticks up. If you push on the pin, it ignites a primer solution on the other side of the case. That reaction is what sets off the round and it fires down the barrel. Well, these are Pinfire revolvers. This one has been converted to centerfire, but this one is an original. Unfortunately, it's not working, but this is a very ornate-looking French revolver. Even the escutcheon screw here is engraved on it. It's just fascinating. The mainspring is completely shattered in this thing, and I have to figure out exactly how to proceed to build a new one, if I can. But I'm going to try. But anyway, the other problem with it is the plate that holds the cartridges in on this side has been cracked off. I don't know what I'll do about that. It might work like this one. This is a standard, was a 44, 45 caliber. This one looks to be more like a 22 or maybe 30 caliber, or maybe 8 millimeter or so. This is, after all, it is a European one. But the way it works is the hammer here, you'll notice, goes all the way over the top, and each cylinder, let me pull this, each cylinder has these little notches in it. See the notches? That's where you would slip the pin, and the pin would stick up here. And then as this came down and hit the thing, you'll notice at the top, only this section of that slot shows. And the hammer actually covers the entire surface of this thing so that it will fire it. It's a fascinating system. Roll and White did his patent, like I said, in 1855. Well, Casimir Lefaucheux invented this in 1843 and was in business with his son, Eugene. Well, Casimir died in 1853, I think. But in 1854, Eugene patented his concept of a bored-through cylinder. And that was a year before Roll and White. Unfortunately, Eugene only patented it in France. He didn't patent it in the U.S. So under the Roll and White patent, that barred anybody else in the U.S. from doing this. You know, I always thought it'd be interesting if Colt had just changed his London factory over, had kept it and had changed his London factory over to making centerfire cartridges and guns, and then importing those back into the U.S. He could have made a bundle, but he never thought of that, I suppose. Anyway, this one, I showed it once on a video I did as a response to Othaius on Sea and Arsenal, because he was showing how this thing works. And this one, his is complete. This one has been changed over to centerfire. So you'll see that the hammer, let me get this out of the way, the hammer has a real firing pin attached to it now and has been ground off. Otherwise, it would be contacting this little hole here. This is about 44 caliber, and I have reloaded some 44 specials with a round ball in them, and I cut them a bit short, and then put a round ball for a projectile and fill them full of black powder, and it shoots them. Hold on just a second. It's been chilly here, and I had the heater on. I forgot about it. It's noisy. This thing, it doesn't look as fancy and ornate as this one or the one that Othnius showed, but it's basically this pattern, or one like it, was what the Swedish Army was using for a while. And I think his was Swedish Army. Mine is not. This is just a civilian one, I'm guessing. The only marking on it is the serial number right here. But, and it says, what does it say? Let's see, what does it say at the top? It says, E. Lefaucheux, so E. Lefaucheux and Bro SGDG, which I think means patented, A. Paris. And E, that would be Eugene. So this is Eugene's work, or at least Eugene's patent. But it's this is not marked with any kind of proof mark or cartouche saying that it's for somebody's military. There's nothing like that on this machine. But it's a fascinating little pistol, I think.